welcome. You're watching Moneycontrol. I'm Rishu. We begin with a major development in Middle East where hope for a Gaza ceasefire is flickering to life. President Donald Trump is turning up the heat, asking all sides to move fast as critical phase to peace is kicking off today in Egypt. Trump, fresh off what he calls very successful meetings, took to Truth Social to say the first phase of his 20-point peace plan, potentially freeing hostages, could wrap up this week.
We had some very good meetings. The countries of the world, a lot of the countries surrounding Israel, frankly, Muslim, Arab, and many others have had great meetings with Hamas, and it looks like it's working. So we'll wait for a little while, see how it all turns out.
When will the administration begin firing?
I think it'll work very quickly. I think it's going to go very quickly. The meetings seem to be very good. We'll find out. We'll let you know soon.
Speaking to reporter, he hinted at some wiggle room in plan, but warned Hamas faces complete obliteration if cling to power in Gaza. Trump's term, including envoy Steve Witkoff, is joining the high-stake talk in Egypt alongside Qatar's foreign minister.
Deadline for Hamas to release the hostages.
Yeah, we're going to very quickly. We had some very good meetings. The countries of the world, a lot of the countries surrounding Israel, frankly, Muslim, Arab, and many others have had great meetings with Hamas, and it looks like it's working. So we'll wait for a little while, see how it all turns out.
When will the
I think it'll work very quickly. I think it's going to go very quickly. The meetings seem to be very good. We'll find out. We'll let you know soon.
Well, we accepted the deal, as did all the world. It was President Trump's plan. Hamas says that it accepted the deal. Now the onus is on Hamas. This plan consists of two parts. The first part is releasing all the hostages. Israel makes a tactical withdrawal, stays in Gaza. And then the second part is meant to demilitarize Gaza and disarm Hamas. That will be negotiated. Of course, I can't tell you if Hamas will agree to it. I think that it's possible. I hope it'll happen, but I can't guarantee that it'll happen. And so if it doesn't happen, what President Trump has said is that he will back Israel completely in acting forcefully against Hamas. Well, let's hope that we can finish it the easy way and not the hard way.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, meanwhile, is pulling no punches. In an interview with euronews from Jerusalem, he pointed out Europe as essentially irrelevant in these talks, accusing them of craving to Palestinian terrorism by recognizing Palestinian state.
Yes, I discussed the current situation here today with my Qatari colleague. Everything is feasible, everything is achievable, but I believe we all still have a tough road of negotiations ahead of us. The German government also wants to try to contribute to this. That is why I have held talks here today and will continue them with representatives from the region and with European colleagues in Kuwait. And that is why I will then travel on to Israel tomorrow to discuss the matters once again with my Israeli colleague, Gideon Sa'ar.
Now, Netanyahu has called it as a weakness but says he is hopeful a hostage release could be announced in days. His top negotiator Ron Dermer is leading Israel delegation with order to wrap up talks fast under Trump's plan, which demands Hamas to free 48 hostages, about 20 believed to be alive, in exchange for Palestinian prisoner while disarming and ceding Gaza's governance.
Europe has been absent because Europe has basically caved in to Palestinian terrorism, to radical Islamist minorities in their midst. And they basically said, just give them a Palestinian state, which would be the ultimate reward for Hamas after doing the greatest massacre against the Jews since the Holocaust. Now we'll give you a state in which you can continue the war against Israel. That's why Europe has essentially become irrelevant and displayed enormous weakness. If you want to fight terror, stand up and fight terror. Stand up and be forceful against terrorism. Don't capitulate to its demands. Don't feed the crocodile, in Churchill's words, because it's going to come after you after it devours Israel or any other country.
The urgency comes as Gaza reels for fresh Israeli strikes with 65 more dead reported in last 24 hours, pushing for toll past 67,000 since Hamas 2023 attack that killed 1,200 Israelis and took 251 hostages. Tomorrow marks 2 years since that deadly assault. Hamas negotiator Khalil al-Hayar arrived in Cairo last night, dodging an Israeli assassination attempt last month. Egypt says the talk will focus on a hostage prisoner swap, but Israel's ongoing bombing, despite Trump's call to stop, are complicating things. In an interview, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the bombing must pause to free hostages, saying that they cannot release hostages while bombardment are going on. With Gaza's health ministry reporting residential buildings flattened overnight and nearly 900,000 people potentially blocked from returning home under Trump's proposed withdrawal map, the clock is ticking. These talks could be a turning point or a breaking point in a nearly 2-year war.
You can't have an exchange of hostages. You can't, obviously bring them out if bombs are going off and active combat is occurring. And fortunately, as you saw, the Israelis have announced that they have now suspended all offensive operations in the region, with the exception of addressing an imminent threat. Someone's coming towards them with what they think might be a suicide.
There were bombings last night.
Address that.
There were bombings last night in Gaza
Well, then we have
City.
to look into that. Yeah, well, again, we have to look exactly what those operations were.
We'll keep you updated as the story unfolds. For more geopolitical stories, keep watching Money Control.
Welcome to Money Control, your ultimate destination in the ever-evolving world of finance, business, markets, policy, and technology. India's preeminent news platform, driven by facts and fueled by data. A platform made in India, for India, and for the world. Moneycontrol.com has a staggering reach of 100 million plus monthly active users and 6.02 million daily active users. Being a transformative digital force, reshaping how we engage with money, markets, and news. Setting us apart is our commitment to delivering accurate information and empowering financial decision-making in a dynamic ecosystem. Seeking a deeper dive into the financial realm, we present Money Control Pro, a powerhouse of exclusive insights, providing actionable investment ideas and expert analysis. Because in today's fast-paced world, informed decisions demand both information and expertise. And we have 1 million plus Money Control Pro total paid subscribers and 100% return in 1.5 years, beating the market. Explore market trends, access expert opinions, and utilize essential financial tools, all at your fingertips. Join the millions who trust Moneycontrol.com for their financial journey, where facts meet finance and data drives decisions. Think markets, think Money Control.